All right. I am really impressed with this AI's calculations. It's taken some tries here. I mean, it was interesting because like out the gate, it's for five back to back nights in a row, 2 nights in a row, and then kind of got off a little bit and do some calibration and had to factor in a couple different things and allow for things to maybe they show up a little bit more frequently. And that it's kind of funny. There's on a couple different discords. There's people that have been talking about. There's definitely seems like the band is willing to, do some repeats on stuff they didn't used to. We've maybe lost Jabu for good and things like that. But I mean, some of the stuff we are seeing multiple occurrences of, Gula Papyrus, stuff like that. It's interesting. I'm liking it, and these are well rehearsed, and I wouldn't say pre-planned, but some of them. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Trey had to woodshed some of the stuff here, but I will tell you what we got right and what is likely for tonight. Maybe a little sample. I've got it. It's a program to do a sample set list too, just taking in to account some of the factors here of what can be done. So validation, we had 85% accuracy. So 6 of our top 7 predictions appeared. And I mean, Julius was at the top of that, 308 points, or it's a point system of ranking. That goes up to 500. So Julius, Split, Joy Myself, Fluffhead, which I did not pick, Maze, and Simple. I just didn't see. I didn't want to take a chance on Fluffhead because it can be unpredictable, and Simple. Well, we had just gotten the mic, so it would have to be solo again. Which I mean, happens. But that's why I faded those two, and I shouldn't have because there they were. So that shifts everything because that takes those all out of the equation, and then we are left with a very high likelihood of what's the use, which is interesting to me because that's not a song I really think about being in a rotation. I feel like it's a vibe, but it's that when you take a fact and if you're looking at how frequently it's played versus how long the gap's been versus how long it lets gaps occur. There's all your factors this model's taken into. We've got 2 orphans from April that still need to emerge. And its Cavern has been on here for a while, and it's now jumping up to the top, of course, because there's so many. That's just like it springboards things up. But I don't know. Cavern, I'm worried. It's like because it can be faded sometimes, just because that's one that can be flubbed lyrically, especially if it's been a while. But the teleprompter trays like maybe needed on that one. So it's just like if Trey's not feeling comfortable with it, or if they're like, hey, well, maybe we'll play these other songs more often, and these other ones will leave for a while or something. Could be, but Cities gets up there, which I love, and that the '97 vibe. For me, there's like 2 songs that were just like Scream '97, Scream '98, and Tube and Cities and Gumbo, stuff like that. That's where they live, and anything they play now is in the shadow of that version or those versions. It seems like, but it'll be interesting to see what we get here and what else is saying. The sample set list. We'll put that in the description here. I can see a few tweaks I need to make here. But subscribe to the channel. Try to do this every day as our successes continue. So see you next one.